Okay. So, a little update. Well, you can see on the corner of my screen, but yeah. So, I was riding on this, trying to find one of these, and I died by actually this one. Of course, ripped me off my thing, and I wasn't expecting it to be a level 54. So it killed me pretty quick. So I had to come back, got on this. I did die, I think, 2 more times. But the other 2 times after I took that one here, I ran. So I eventually got this one down. It was next to a Carno. Well, I shot the Carno first, thank God, because I didn't realize that both my birds were on attack my target. So they went for the Carno. So I quickly whistled passive after they killed it, and I end up getting this girl down. That's some levels. I got blueprints, if you're wondering. Very expensive to make. And then I'm getting this guy up. Should be good, actually. I shouldn't need any more narcotics. Found a drop, got these. I think it was a green drop. I think that was a blue drop. I didn't know if I had the grenade or not, so I picked it up. I found the ascending blueprints, so I made a pair. But this thing is really fun. I already have 2 others. But you have to pretty much start at the base, go up, and then look down. At this point, now sadly you can't jump tree for tree, but they do take reduced fall damage. Not completely gone, but they do take reduced. But they were really fun. I might need a little bit more narcotic. It's like 1060, like the halfway. Ah, you're fine, Hunter. I don't expect all my people to always watch all of them, which is also why I keep them on my actual channel. So you can go over it and see what I've done, if you would like. But I got one of the tree huggers. Well, I have 3 actually now. I think 1 male, well, yeah, 1 male, 2 females now. I do have a blueprint for the actual ascending saddle for it. I got this girl, just wandering about, and it was like 10 point something for every purple mejoberry. so I went ahead and tamed it. Like I said, you're fine. I originally was on this, but I end up dying by this little girl. And, well, big girl, actually, because it's a high level. Well, it's a mid-level. But I end up seeing it the second time, so I end up shooting it, fell down where it couldn't get me. Yeah, it can be confusing. It can be. What were you confused on? I don't know why, but when I first jumped in here, they did a whole lot of pooping. Yeah. Well, if you're split screen, I can definitely tell that would be a little bit confusing if you're split screening. And I do understand that there's no tutorials. Crafting can be. It's not real hard. I think you start off with the pick, if I remember correctly. I think they start you off with the pick. I could be wrong. Probably wrong, actually. I don't remember. It's been a while since I started. Yeah, but if you have more than one person, it's definitely a good idea for like one person to focus on like tools, another person to focus on armor, and another one to focus on like building, because you can't learn all of the crafts. Because I only have 1,403 left. Yeah, some of the early stuff is cheap, but you go way down here towards the end, it gets expensive pretty quick. So you're like going from what, a couple to 30. It gets expensive pretty quick. Turns are 40. And you got the elevators, which are 40 each. Because this is 40, that's 40, that's 40, that's 40. The volt. Yeah, but it gets expensive very quickly. Little tip, if you ever do get the game by yourself, do not get the right gear. It sucks. It has the same durability as the metal armor, the 120, and the metal armor is, the armor value is 100, with the right gear being 115. It sucks. Don't get it. You'll be just wasting your engram points and your materials. But yeah, as you can see, Hunter, I actually got Scorched Earth. And Reptile, aka Justin, Hell and I both have him blocked because he is a annoying little shit. He has no respect. And so Hell blocked him because Hell actually joined him to help him get a quets. Didn't go according to plan. Reptile ended up dying and rushing him, well, rushing Hell to get his stuff back because of the tether. Although it doesn't really matter for Hell because he just gets teleported back to him. And he just kept rushing, telling Hell to hurry up. It's a new character, so he has like no stamina. He has no health. And a couple of times, Hell wasn't even spawned in, and he was already telling him to hurry up. So Hell got annoyed and muted him. And I was talking to Reptile, trying to calm him down a little bit. And I was like, it's okay. I know how you feel. I've lost shit too. And he straight up told me to my face, well, over the mic, that I did not know how it felt to lose everything. And at that point, I went quiet. I didn't mute him yet, but I went quiet. And he said, well, I guess he muted me too. And then it's at that point I muted him. Because you guys know that the Redwoods is very dangerous. I died several times trying to get my stuff back by these guys and gals. They can be very dangerous. If you don't want them to be as dangerous, go in there with the right mind. Don't go in there mad. Don't go in there sad. Go in there. Make sure you look around on the trees, because they're pretty obvious. They don't actually like hide. So as long as you're not on the backside, oh, fuck you too. Because they will sit on this tree about this high. So, coming from this side, you would see them. You would just have to watch out and pay attention. Because they're not that hard to see. It's just a matter of paying attention. And something that I do, I just name them at the level I drop them to start taming. That's what I do. Yeah, but the crafting itself, I don't find it really confusing. I find it more tedious of getting the stuff. Because getting some of the stuff, like, especially like getting the Ascendant stuff, it costs like so much shit to get it. Because like with the Sarco saddle, Ascendant, 475 cementing paste, 1,782 fiber, 5,466 hide. The hide and fiber is not hard to get. The cementing paste, although the ingredients to get it is not very hard, it does take quite a bit to craft. I think you can only craft 200 per thing. I could be wrong. I need to relook at the recipe. This one's not nearly as bad. It is a cheaper thing anyways. And then you got the different stuff. Yeah. I mean, just certain stuff is tedious of getting. Personally, when I'm on tames, I usually go third person. Depending on what I'm doing. Okay. Now, the jumping crocs are similar to the tree huggers. They can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Although the jumping crocs are actually harder to detect than the others. I actually have 3 jumping crocs, and whenever we do the boss, we are using them as emergency escape artists, because we're only doing speed and stuff like that. Some health, some damage, but primarily speed until we get up so high. Now, I think almost all your tames can get leeched, so you do want to be careful when you're in water, especially in the swamp. Okay, so both my flyers are here. I need to make that thing a saddle too. I think I need to make the other one a saddle. Not just that one. Now these things are very fun to do. If you hold L1 and then other up or down, if you tap down, that happens. And if you tap up, you can get all your tames that's following you and stuff like that to go, well, not follow, but all the tames in an area to actually go to that. Now, it does take them off of the follow, so for those who you want to follow, you will have to get back on. So actually, you go this way. GPSs will save your life. Hang on. These flyers are getting annoying. Hey guys, we're almost home. I'm talking to my animals. This thing needs some more weight to it. Now, these rocks actually yield a little bit of metal, not very much, but they do hold a little bit, so if you're using a pick, it's better. You get more metal. So if you do go along a beach, it is pretty good. My Dillo / Raptor army. Now, what's going to happen is I have 2 Dillos per Raptor. Now I have two Raptors per Megatheriums. And then what's going to happen, these 4 Megatheriums, they're going to each have a Carno. Get more materials to get these saddles. Is a female as well, yes. So both of these girls are both obviously female, which is fine. These will not be joining the fight. But what's going to happen is these guys are only going to see one fight no matter what, except for the Crocs. But for every for every dinosaur that lives, this is going to be the first and only fight boss wise. The exception now, if like all the Dillos and all the Raptors survive, they're going to be doing it again. But for like the T-Rex, the Trikes, and stuff like that, these guys, if any of these guys survive, they are immune to be summoned again for another boss. Because we're doing the Gamma first, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before in a different live stream, but we are doing the Gamma first. So, yeah. Now we have 2 boys and 2 girls. Because that one's a male. That one's a female. That one's a female. Yeah, 2 males, 2 girls. Well, 2 girls, 2 boys. Whatever. I actually got the girls first and then the boys. But what I'm going to do... Now, I'm not doing the Carnos yet. Hang on. Actually, you stay there. This is going to be a lot easier if I control them. Level 30, follow level 13, you follow me, turn this off. Now all of these guys, lag, but all these guys will stay similar to this. Now, I'm not doing the Carnos yet, mainly because, like, they'll be in the water. And just in case, like, piranhas come in or something like that, yeah. There we go. Now just 2 more. Probably keep 1 male and 1 female without. Actually, yeah, probably. Because since I have ascending saddles, it would be a lot more armor for them. So, higher chance of them to survive. Again. Okay. I don't exactly know what went on there, but okay. My controller's fully charged, so I don't know why I did that. And again, I don't know why. It needs to do keep the percent. With you upgrading health, it needs to keep the percent that you're at. So if you're at 100% health, it needs to stay at 100%. If you're at 62.2, it needs to stay as close to 62.2% as possible. 50, it needs to stay at 50, so on and so forth. So it doesn't do this like red screen if you're not already red screened. I'm doing this just to double down on that I'm being right. There we go. This one's male. That one's a female. Alright. Oh, no. I have 3 males. Oh well. I'll give 1 of the saddles to the female. Actually, no, will be creating another one here in a couple hours. They're expensive to make. And make sure everything's on aggressive. Now, sadly, they do not go back to their spots whenever they're on aggressive. I wish they did. That would be awesome. But yeah. This is going to be their order. Not the exact order, of course. These guys will change positions, which means these 2 have changed positions, which means these 4 have changed positions. But you see how quickly it goes up. Because you start... Ooh, actually. I got an idea. I have 1 T-Rex. I got 2 Carnos. So these 2 Carnos can follow the 1 T-Rex. Well, yeah. So I got 16 Dillos. The 16 Dillos are following 8 Raptors. These 8 Raptors are following 4 Megatheriums. These 4 Megatheriums are going to be following these 2 Carnos over here. These 2 Carnos are going to be following this T-Rex. So it goes up with their height. I wasn't trying to do that because I just decided on the Carnos and the T-Rex. Well, I already knew about the Carno, but I just decided on the T-Rex. But they're going up in height because you got the Dillos, which is one of the smallest. Now, if I can get compies, that would be awesome. But I think they have to like eat, like slowly eat shit, or not shit, but slowly eat like your some tames or something like that, and they will tame to you. Oh. Now, something I did not know are these things. I did not know, first of all, you can pick them up, and second of all, I did not know that they get off at stealing stuff. You can actually, this guy's mine. He's mine. But you can actually, like, you get them by allowing them to steal stuff. Supposedly there is a pen that you can create a pen to put them in, and you can pretty much just put a bunch of useless items in your inventory, and yeah. And yeah, they will eat it. And I don't think they're berry eaters. I think they're meat eaters. Ooh. Mine. What is this? That's a male. That's a male. So I got 2 males and 1 female. So only add a little bit to 1 egg. Now, I do have a couple deals going on with Hell. Since he can't get certain stuff in his world, these 2 dinos are probably going to die. Unless I can manage to actually get them over to my side. But yeah. But these 2 dinos are no longer my groups. But if I can manage to get these to be mine again, cool. If I can't, I can't. But if I can't, I will need to kill them, which is fine with me. I already got quite a few high-level Rexes out of them. I wish I ended up getting a male and a female, but you win some, lose some. I need to look around and get some high-level... I love this frog. I love it. But I need to get a high-level male, since I already have high-level females. And I need to go out and actually level all of them up as high as I can, which means I will need to take my platform saddle all the way to Carno Island. So yeah. I need to slowly work on getting all my dinos over to the new area. I haven't actually built on it yet, but I do need to take some of my, well, certain animals like my Dodic. Actually, I need a new Dodic, because I want to keep one here. And really, yeah. But I want to keep one here. I want a male and a female Dodic over at the new place. But what's going to happen is, yeah, it's going to be long and tedious getting all these dinos over there. Mom's home. Well, this little guy slash girl is very helpful. Yeah, it's very helpful because you can make fertilizer and shit. I need more farms. I need to keep up with its producing speed because it's going down with food. Food-wise, it's going down. So yeah, I need more farms. Let's see, what do I need more of? Well, I need to save the rest of my ammo for a Quetz, because the Quetz is going to be the biggest part of taking all these dinos to the green obelisk. Because that's the one that we're doing, is the green obelisk. And I still need to get saddles for these. If I remember correctly, I think I have a blueprint for these too. If not, it won't be hard to make. And because over time I've been getting ascending blueprints for saddles. So I will have saddle. Like, I think I do have raptors, and I know I have the megatheriums. I might have trikes. Might. I don't know. I need to get more allosaurs. Damn. Okay, so what do that need to be? So I need 17. It looks really hurt, and that's why I don't agree with. Because it was full health, and now it's below that like beyond that cross for the health. Like, it literally looks like you're going to breathe on it, it's going to die. Because look at the damn bar. It's like a little sliver. And that's why I don't agree with. I don't... Like, even if it was like where you keep 25%, well, you keep all what you have and you gain 25%, I would be fine with that. Like, you gain 25% of that health, of the new health, I would be fine with that. Because it won't be nearly as bad as this. Because it literally looks like it just came out of battle. Yeah, all these guys will definitely be upgraded before we go. And because they're in a line like this, it will be a hell of a lot easier. I would have loved it if I would have been an even number of males and females, but I don't think that is. And I can actually go through. Yeah, that's double man. What?
Hey, I'm going into work early. Hopefully Bill's not on the floor.
Yeah.
So, love you.
Love you too. Double female. Male and a female. That one got lucky. Female. 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 think we have almost even. Almost. I'm hungry. But yeah, we're taking these two trikes because I don't really care for them. Now, if we only get left with up to 5 dinos, we will name all 5. Now, due to... I don't think we should name it like Spider Killer or anything like that. Because, well, unless there's only one. If there's only one, we will name it of the name of the boss, Gamma. The Gamma, the name of the boss, and then it'll be like Killer or Destroyer or something like that. Actually, because you got Gamma, Beta, Alpha. These guys are rolling by themselves, pretty much by themselves. I will have it so these allosaurs will be in one of my group calls. And for those who don't know, I actually found this out myself. But if you have a group, modify group, add to class, and add class to group 1. And when you whistle, now the default is 1. It will always be set, tame, ordering group 1. That's the default. But if you hold your whistles and go to like whistle follow all or whistle stop all, that is for the group 1. So if I had these Dillos in group 1, they will be affected by that. So all these Dillos will be going, oh, group 1, okay. Now, if I remember correctly, and I do, if you do this and do the up and down, it will be for that group 1. Now, if you hold your touchpad, you can actually set your group. So you can have all these actually set up to 10. And if you have it for like the group 1, only they will go. And if you have it set to group 2, only they will go. Now the best part is you can actually mix them. So you can have like all these Dillos on group 1. You can have all these Raptors in group 1. And both these Raptors and Dillos will go at once. I'm not a big fan of how it is. But yeah, that's a little note for it. How are these doing? Berries are doing fine. Could have a little more in it. Meat's doing okay. Like I keep saying, these need to be like a preserving bin. And actually, really what it needs to do is for, like, say if I actually have the 60 of the slots filled, all 60, and all of it's filled with meat, it needs to go, all, like, 60 of the meat needs to spoil. It will take the first 3 and spoil those. Now it's at 54. The next time when the round spoils, it will take the last 54, spoil those, and it needs to keep doing it like that, and not do all 60 at once, like, and leave it down to 19 in each. It needs to keep as many of the piles down to 20 as possible, or at least have a option where you can in the menu where you can do the least amount of stacks as possible. That's what really needs to happen. Just the pillows. Instead of doing the transfer roll twice. The berries, these berries are okay. Not great though. These wolves, I need to tame another one, but it will be... I really want a higher level. Because level 55 was actually better than both of these. Well, not better, but the level 55 was actually leveled more. Their fourth, it was the alpha, but it ended up dying. So, it ended up dying in a cave because I drowned. Oh shit, I need more food. I'm getting low. I need to cook more. Titan Bow of Venom is actually a summoning thing, so keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure everything in here is a summon, because I don't think they're really used for anything else. Therefore, they have to be like a summoning. Now I know this, and this. I think that is, and I don't know what that. But the ones I don't know about, yeah, I don't know. Now I could make 200 more of these if I wanted to. But these I'm actually saving for the battle. And if needed, upgrade fire power. This is actually being saved for Dragon Boss battle. They were brought over from Hell's World. He's bringing over flamethrowers. Probably more rocket launchers. But he's bringing over flamethrowers, and I'm not messing with shotguns because I'm not getting up close. I'm staying back. I'm sniping because if I die, they will be drawn out of the battle, which is why I am definitely staying close to mine. I'm probably going to take the highest level because I am pretty much upgrading. Primarily movement speed. It's not fighting, so I don't need to worry about that. Because this is not going to be a fighter. This is going to be strictly a getaway, pretty much a getaway car. It's going to be a getaway dinosaur. And that's how, I'm pretty sure all three of these are going to be. I know Hell agrees with it, so I know he's going to use one. I don't know about Fire. I don't know if he's going to be joining us for the battle. I hope so, but I don't know. I told him that he really should create a new character for this world, level it up, because Hell's almost, actually, if I remember correctly, I think Hell's level 100 now. Yeah. See, Hell and I are both level 100. So, Fire can actually be leveled up okay, at least get him up to level 50, so he can focus on other stuff, because his character is made for Scorched Earth. It's not made for this, because he doesn't need as much fortitude as he does. He can put that into like health, stamina, melee damage, and stuff like that. He doesn't need it into yeah. And I will be doing stuff differently with this once I get back, once I actually do my stuff, because I don't think I need as much in melee damage, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of melee damage. I will probably only have that up to like 400%, which means all the other levels, which could only be one, I don't know, but all the other levels, I'm not worrying about my crafting skill. I don't really care for it. My fortitude, I will get it probably up to 100. Oh, yeah, because I upgraded that. But I will probably get that up to 100 on this standard of it. And my health, my stamina will be high. My weight will be pretty high. Movement speed will be high. Yeah. Not a lot will change, but it will be played out different. Because I need to calculate how many levels in each. Because I will probably be primarily in health. Will probably be primarily in health. I have a lot. I need to rename that. And really I need to make... No, it's really only made for cementing paste. But I'm going to need a lot of cementing paste later on. Let me put more gas in it. I've turned it on a lot. When stuff's around me, it just gets turned on. Joking. I was going to be taming a level 30. I think it was a level 35, if I remember correctly, female. But I was with an RG, and the RG killed it. Wait, are all these female? That's funny. That means I do need to get a male. I was actually not trying to do that. So I'm trying to get primarily girls. At least the ones that lay egg. I want to primarily get girls because, like, girls actually have a cooldown to get for mating. Males don't, so I can actually use one male. Females only lay eggs. The males don't. Now, not all females do. Certain ones don't. Because if I remember correctly, I don't think... I don't think these girls lay eggs. I think they are mammals. So... Frogs, I think, lay eggs. Dire wolves, they are mammals. They do not lay eggs. But they do not lay eggs. I think these guys lay eggs, but it'd be very hard to get the egg. That would be a tiny egg. But yeah, in battle I'll be having this little guy. I had another one, but it ended up dying, which not really that surprising. How's this guy doing on health? Getting there. He's not as critical. He's still critical, but he's not as critical. Oh, you can actually set for how it is. You got fast pickpocketing, you got regular pickpocketing, and you got turn off pickpocketing. Toggle that. But they will steal stuff from like other tribes and stuff like that. But we're not doing tribe versus tribe or anything like that, so they don't really come in handy for that. They're more for, like, looks. But it'll be up to the other two, rather if they want to take a shoulder bird or a shoulder monkey. If they want to take anything at all. We will each be available to one of these. If Fire wants one, it'll be up to him. I don't know. But Hell does agree with me in using them as like escape artists. And once we get close, I will have these four follow the two Carnos. Like two to 2 to 1, and then these 2 to 1. Actually, if I had a saddle for it, I would have. Well, I don't know. I need to get saddles for everything. Because, like, I've been getting a lot of drops, so I have almost every animal, at least I currently have. I have the ascending versions of the stuff. Some of the saddles I need to upgrade. I don't know if I'm going to throw out the old ones. Is that ascending? I don't think so. I think that's regular. Yeah, limited. I do need an name key. Ooh, what's that? A spinal. Right. I need to get actual refrigerators. I need to replace these refrigerators, so they will be electrical. And like all four of these will be replaced, but this one, obviously, I have to keep in order to make the jerky. But I need to make more food. Leech blood is, I think, for a tame. Hell thinks it's for a tame, which is all possible. Got leg drops. They come in handy. Most of these were from drops. I don't think I made a compound bow. I think I've only got them out of drops. I know I made ascending crossbows, because I got a blueprint for them. I don't think he's on, because I'm pretty sure I would see. Yeah, but I'm not going to have you guys sit through making all the damn saddles. Because it's long and tedious. Probably get it done in a couple hours. Getting all the materials together. Getting some of the materials. I need to make more furnaces. Because I know a couple of them need a lot of metal. But I'm actually really thinking about, well, first of all, I need to destroy this, because I don't need it. But I'm really thinking about over here, probably, set up a manufacturing line for metal. Well, metal ingots. For them to be smelted, reforged. Stuff like that. get this for the wood, because I know that's a really good wood gatherer. I don't know why they're meat boosted. It just happened like that. I really don't know why. Oh, I did get one of these. These guys come in handy. Slow as hell on in water, well, on land. Now you can just hit triangle to get oxygen, or if you hold, you can ride and you get infinite. Well, you don't get infinite, because their oxygen goes down trying to keep yours up. But their oxygen goes up pretty quick, so it's not too bad. These guys are really good at underwater exploration. The only thing you would need would be a goggles, pan. Like, you won't need a tank, because these guys are a tank. Don't expect these guys to do a lot of damage. You can only ride them in the water. You can't ride them on land. You can only ride them in water, but you don't need a saddle. But they're really good and coming into these because you can just have them sit on land and have them follow. If I had a crossbow, I could tame those, or a harpoon gun. girl. But they were very good. Hell was saying that you probably should make a cage. I didn't. The only thing I did was, this one I tranked, because I got stuck on a rock. Name it Shovelhead. Not taking Sarcos or Spine. I need to find better ones anyways, but I'm not taking them. I could double everything. Just double everything. I have this, Rex, follow those two. Those two. No, I can have, yeah. I can have 2 Rexes. Or no, 4 Rexes. Because I got 2 of them. I can have 4 Rexes following those 2. Which means I would need 8 Carnos. Eight Carnos, which means I need 16 of these guys. They take a while though. Which means I need 32 of these, which means I need 64 of these guys. I mean, it would be doable. I would just need to do extreme mass taming. I would need probably like 400 darts. That would be hilarious. If I do anything, I would just have them go wild. Be a group. Oh man, that would be hilarious though. I would totally do that for the Rex part, but the downside is, since I don't have like, because once I actually get another high level male, since I have 3 females, I can get do three babies at once. 3 of the babies at once, which wouldn't be a horrible thing. Because I can do them all 3 at once. I can have them have it. Because 3, it will have the highest chance. Now, I think I will, since I'm doing 3, I think I will have a chance to get up to 9. I could be wrong. I don't think 4 ever happens, but you can get twins and triplets. I don't know about... What's the 4 term for kids? Quad kid? No. I don't know. But I do plan on doing something... Well, no. These 2 are probably just going to be used for battle. Not battle, but probably wandering. God, like, because I got this one first. Like, they all 3 have different color schemes. See, I think what happened, I think that one was forced to spawn because I tamed these 2. And I also killed the level 2. Because I killed one level 2 at one time, or low level. Because I was using a crossbow with trank darts. Or not trank darts, trank arrows. And it caused it to die with 1 hit. But with the shocking trank darts, it only took 1 hit. Well, it didn't kill it. The level 2 actually survived another hit. Because I tranked it once, and I didn't realize of how quickly it would come back. So I actually went caving, found a bunch of Titan Boa eggs, and made a bunch of kibble. Because I had a lot of the... what are these called? I made enough of them. Because I made a lot of these preserving pens. And I just did... I think it took about a couple in-game days to make like 100. Because I ended up... Like I said, I went caving a lot. And I found a lot of eggs. Because I had the egg spawning up high. So, like, every single Titan boa was, like, laying eggs. Because Titan boa, the Titan boa kibble is what is tamed for these guys. Well, tameable for these guys. So I turned up the egg spawning, and I went caving, and I found a bunch of eggs. So I made them all, well, I made the proper jerky and all that. And so I made a bunch of kibble. Which, if you're wondering why I had so much kibble, that's why. It's not on this one. It's on something else. I don't know. Where did I put it? I don't remember where I put it. I think I put it on make it the picture. Yeah. Yep, there it is. So yeah. I need to move these two closer over here, so people don't get confused of what I'm taking and what I'm not. Yeah, but once I find a engram for the metal ascendant, they will getting, or the metal riot. I don't know. I don't know if you can find riot in the drops. Maybe the gold ring reds. Their poop is bigger than their well, their ass. Man, their asshole must be stretched. I have a feeling the boss battle's probably going to be laggy because of these guys. It would be awesome, though, if I actually went to that scale, which, if we get slaughtered, I will. I will totally do it, if we get slaughtered. But if we actually get slaughtered, I will do that. Which means we need something to do the Spinos. Something greater for the Spinos. Something bigger. Preferably. Have them falling like a monkey. That would be hilarious, but no. But since we have two Spinos, that means we need something bigger than the Spinos. Oh, Quetz! Although we can't take a Quetz. But I know the Quetzal's bigger. But we can't take flyers into the arena. But if you guys want to see the boss, once I find my pterodon. I did lose a pterodon. Again. I think I got stuck on a tree. Yeah, but... Ooh. Yeah, but one of the tames that he wants is a T-Rex. Another one is a high-level pterodon. Uh, which once I find one, it will go to him. The first one, well, the first male and female will go to him, and then the rest will be mine. Yeah, red drops are your friends. You find them more like mid to high, well, mid to north, middle of the map to the north. Oh, they're fish eaters. I think they're strictly fish. Yeah, they're probably strictly fish. So that's level 6. 27. 6 and 27. Oh, the one plant species X, you get it from these. I know I can't pick these up with this. I figured as much. Well, I got lucky with the piranhas then. So Now these two will likely stay here. Now with these two being mate boosted, I can keep these two here because they do have increased damage while they're together. As you can see, it's the spider. You cannot do any of the bosses at any of the obelisks. And no, you cannot summon any bosses at any of the damn drops. They don't have the thing what it needs. It has to be an obelisk. So for those who... Now, I am on non-dedicated. I'm speaking for the non-dedicated. If it's dedicated, maybe. If it's official, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been on that. The only one I've been on is non-dedicated. On non-dedicated servers, you cannot summon a boss on any of the drops. But, and you cannot summon all the bosses on all the drops. You can only summon like the spider on the green, the bear thing or gorilla or whatever on the blue, and the dragon on the red. Those are your only 3 bosses that you can summon. Now, of course, there are exceptions like people who either hack or do commands. But typically, no. I have the clever, I have the hunter, and I have the massive. I do have the talons. I have the Titan bow venom. I have the vertebrae, and I have the skin. So we can do the beta. We can. We're not going to yet. We're doing the gamma first because we don't know what we're dealing with. And, well, actually, we're going to need to get... If Fire actually does create a new one, he's going to need to be at least level 30 in order to do it. Damn. Maybe level 70 for that, which is fine. I have the talons, I have the clever, I have the hunter, I have the massive, I have the skin, I have the vertebrae, I have the titan bow. So we can actually do the alpha. We can. I'm not going to yet. He's still not. You fell asleep like pretty early yesterday. So yes, you do have. I do have the option for going straight to the alpha. We could. We're not going to. But with us having 4 of the insect killers, with every insect they kill, they get stronger. So they do have that on their side. If I recall correctly, this is a 120. I probably fucked that up. Probably. Five Rex is not bad. Haha, found you. I actually forgot I was live streaming for a minute. Shit. Love the skin tone on that, but no. God, I really have to watch this. Still hasn't eaten anything. I know it's a meat eater. Could it be a berry eater? I just ate. Alright. Oh, mine. hate these guys. $25. $24. There it is. It's a 150. This is the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Okay, so that's a 120. I was just about done. So level 9? No, that's level 15. Oh. I think we're good on these guys for a while. I might kill these very low levels eventually. Army, attack! Oh, that's amazing. Not that low level. Oh, there it is. The best part is it's going to stay mate boosted. This is why you don't leave me alone with trank darts. I'm coming back with an army of shoulder birds. I need to go slow anyways. Because of these guys. And no, I did not forget about the one things. I can't pick them up unless I have an RG. I'm just saying, if I see someone who has a bunch of shoulder birds following them, I'm not gonna fuck with them. I have a 150 in the mix. I'm happy. I have a 150 in the mix. There we go. And here comes the army. Oh shit. So I got a 120 female. And he's probably going to be okay with 80. Because it is male. So they will be mate boosted. And I think that should be good enough for him. With pterodons. Pterodactyls or whatever. Yeah, that's right. Sit up here with the front of the pack. I'm actually picking you up. Alright guys, well I'm actually going to get off of here, because, like, yeah, I'm just going to get off. I should, I work tomorrow morning, I think, yeah, I work tomorrow morning, so I might see you in the afternoon. Have a nice day, have a nice night, I will catch you all later.